1 2 1 2 1 2. Better be the butter boo. It's funny, you know, being an artist now and being my age, because I find my name in the colorism argument a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm always kind of he is so fucking funny. But I find myself in that art
25
but I find myself in that kind of in that space a lot, and I find it, you know, it's really hard because UK and US culture is so different. I can't even explain how polar opposite it actually is. And when whenever I used to see my name in that argument, I used to get so triggered, because for me I was always like, but it's not about colour and it's not about that and it's not. And as I've gotten older, you know, I have to remember that naivety is because of where I'm from. And as I've gotten older and when I moved to London, I learnt so much more. And also, you know, I was confused because when I was in Leicester, being the only black girl, I was not sought after at all. So for me, it wasn't about me having privilege or me getting things. In fact, it was the opposite, and it was me feeling like I was always chasing after things and like always kind of tripping up over myself. When I then went to Birmingham and I was in a school with white kids and black kids, I then learned, because Birmingham's a bit twisted as well. So Birmingham...
Everywhere's twisted.
Everywhere's twisted.
the whole world's twisted.
When I moved to Birmingham, I remember my mum being like, this place is a little bit backward. And it's like, Birmingham was subtly racist. And I much preferred living in Leicester, where people would openly call me words like coon, or they would openly shout those words at me. Because for me, at least, I'm like...
I know where you stand.
Exactly.
Wow.
Whereas, but when I went to Birmingham, and I was being called white girl by the black girls and still coon by the white kids, I was looking at everyone like, where do you want me to sit here?
Exactly.
You know? And
that's
so
how I feel. And look at my skin color. Yeah. And that's where I'm sitting.
Yeah. No, like 1000%. And it's like, when I got to Birmingham, you know, it was a thing, because I remember moving there and then I'd have girls say to me, oh, you think you're nice because you're light. Yeah. And I remember being like, I don't know what because I wasn't from Birmingham, for me, that notion was bonkers. Because for me, I was like, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
A man has never walked towards me and said, hey, baby. That has never, like, the place that I grew up in, that doesn't happen. So when I got to Birmingham and then they were saying that, I was even more confused, because I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then I learned about colorism. And I learned about how, you know, I remember going to Jamaica for the first time and learning that people out there, if you're lighter skinned, they'll call you Miss, which I found crazy. You know, I remember being called Miss Mahalia, and me honestly being like, why are they calling me Miss? And my mum being like, because you're red skin. And it's like that shit is so important to learn about and just understand, even if you don't get it. Understanding it is important. And I've been in many conversations and many arguments about colorism, where, you know, I've been like, my name's been thrown in with like so many other girls, obviously always light skinned girls, but it's a case of like, you know, I'm not the spokeswoman for anything, and I will never pretend like I am. I'm not the spokeswoman for body confidence.
Keeping it real.
Like I can't pretend that I'm that person, because I'm not. All I can do is speak my piece, and I think for me it's important to tell people, you know, I hear what you're saying about colorism, I hear what you're talking about, because privilege is real. But let's talk about privilege in every single sense, because, you know, in the acting industry it's class. In the music industry, it's definitely colour, and let's not fucking pretend that it's not gender as well.
Exactly.
Know? The way that men get treated compared to women as artists is completely different, or just in the working industry. Yes. So I think privilege has to be spoken about across the board.
Because I know that you guys have to go. We're just chatting. But like, I was just watching this interview with Cardi, and she was saying, it was with Ellen and Chance the Rapper, Cardi and T.I. They were on there promoting their new show on Netflix. And Ellen asked Cardi, like, do you feel like you're more hard on women? Your outfit right, like your hair done, like it's just more work for women. So I see where you're coming with
that. It's so much more work. I was having that conversation recently because I was asked, I'm doing a New York show in like a week, and my label have invited some really important people, and they literally said, can you dress up? And I was like, but why? Yeah. I wear shorts and a t-shirt on stage because it's comfortable. Yeah. I really like how it looks, and also I'm not there to stand still. Like, I'm moving around. So it's like can you imagine saying to a man, can you just dress up a bit for this one performance?
He would be like, no.
But also because
He
a
would
guy
literally
walking
say
on
no.
stage in jeans, Converse, and a t-shirt,
And be
he looks
okay.
nice. Why can't I do that?
Exactly.
I don't understand why.
Like Lil Wayne when he had that whole like skater boy phase and
Yeah.
he's just wearing like Vans, high socks, short shorts, and ripped tank tops. Why can't we do that?
I know.
It's just too much.
It's
just
so too much. I am never gonna walk on stage in fishnet tights, a bodysuit, and heels. It's never gonna happen.
I'm so much more comfortable in sneakers.
Me too. And you know what actually taught me that as well was London, because London is very you can go anywhere on any night in sneakers, in trainers, and a dress. You know?
See, like here, like it's like mandatory. Like all women, like you have to be in heels.
Yeah.
Like it's like mandatory out here. But like I mean, like some places, like depending on like the scale of it.
They'll deny you access.
Exactly.
They'll be like, you can't come in the club.
And
I'm like,
that's not where I'm from.
but you want more females. You want a bunch of dudes standing around. Like we're the one that brings the people out.
Exactly.
I don't get it. Like I think about this all the time because you know hopefully at some point I'll get to a stage where I'll be like going to things and like possibly doing red carpets and that kind of stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna do, bitch, because I'm comfy right now. No, that can't. Remember, because it was like it was the trainer and then the back was the wedge.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that was ever. I get it though. That was kind of wavy.
Yeah. I think that if somebody brought that back, like it'll be a whole vibe. Like I feel like everything's coming back now. So I'm like, why don't I wear like my Timberland heels? Because I'm from New York, so we wear Timbs all the time. So like Tim heels, and then just have like sneaker heels, and just be like, boom, like this is what I'm wearing, and I feel good.
I just can't do that stiletto thing, you know. A bit bougie. I'll straight out be like, I'm just letting you know, you'll never catch me next to you on your arm in a dress and heels. Like just at the start of this, I'm just gonna let you know. Most of them are like, oh, and then they're normally turned off by that. But I don't give a fuck.
Hello. I'm gonna let you know what it is.
What it
you
is.
Heard. Let you know from the jump.
It's
off
never gonna
rip.
happen. It's just
Rip is another slang word.
A lot of people
Out of
think
the slang words that they gave you was like not like.
To be fair, that was like I had to look at Ben, my manager when Legless came because I was like I don't know that slang word.
Yeah.
Slang words from Google are always bad. What did you just say? What was the slang word that you just said?
Off rip.
Oh?
Yeah, off rip.
How do you spell that?
Just like off, OFF, and then RIP, like off rip.
Oh, off
Like
rip.
that means like
Off
on
rip.
jump, like on gate, like on site.
I don't know what any of those things are.
That just means like just like quick, like
Yeah.
right, like
Oh,
off
okay.
rip,
Okay.
Yeah.
like from the jump, like
Okay.
you're just being upfront, off rip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
off rip.
That's so funny.
But yeah.
Slang is funny, you know. Because even me in London, like some people say things, I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Sometimes I make my own slang and people would like
I
be
do
like,
that.
Danielle, really? You the only person that said that? I'd be like, well, shoot.
Yeah.
It's me. Like,
Yeah.
That's like me with because we have so many different words for drunk, so I just make them up.
Yeah.
You know.
Like
Battered is my favorite one.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one. My New York accent might come out of it.
Yeah.
But it's sauced. Like I'm feeling sauced. Like you're sauced.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, sauced.
Sauce.
That means you're like just like.
You guys
like,
say
you don't-
wavy, right?
Yeah, we say wavy.
Okay, cool.
But like sauce is just like, you know, like I'm feeling good. Like you could be lit, like, or you could be high, like you could be like.
But
any of
sauce
the-
is
like,
I'm good.
Like I'm
all
sauced.
around.
Yeah.
I tell you what was funny. Remember Drake, More Life, the album?
Yes.
Blem.
Oh, I always wonder what that meant.
So Blem, I think.
I thought it was bland.
I know. Because I'm
For the
Blem
longest.
too. So Blem at home actually, when we were all young, it means a cigarette. So you say, "Can I get a Blem?"
Oh.
But when when that song came out saying "I'm Blem for real," I think Blem now means.
Well, her album's about to be released. Like, what are you even talking
I
about?
love that.
Like, I was literally like showing them your Instagram, everything like that. I was like, I was like, there's this one picture of you in a bathing suit. It was like a two-piece, and I was just like, wow, like this makes me want to like be able to like, wear a two-piece because I literally, I just don't.
You don't?
No, I
Do you know what?
don't.
I didn't. Like I never used to.
Yeah, it's just
I remember
like,
going on holiday with my girls, and I was gonna wear one, and they were like, this was years ago, and they were like, are you gonna wear a bikini? And I was like, oh. So I didn't wear one for years because they were just all a bit like, I don't know. I don't really understand that. Are you talking about the one where I'm like shifting my boob?
Probably.
On the second picture.
I probably. It's like you're laying down somewhere. I forget where.
Aww.
But yeah. And then Sober. Oh my gosh, that song got me through.
Oh god.
Talk about it.
I feel like it's getting me through. Now that it's the middle of October, I feel like it's getting me through now.
What's your favorite like part of like your album? Like what's your favorite song? I mean, I have my favorites. But
It genuinely changes every day.
Really?
Yeah, because.
So what's today?
So today, I would say. Yesterday it was Karma. I would say today I think it's. I really love Good Company. Like a lot. And I think. But I also. Maybe Square One. I think it's because of how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
You know, like. Yeah. I feel like all my tears are gone now and I'm just trying to like heal. You know?
Yeah.
So I fucking hate breakups.
Literally, I literally play I Wish I Missed My Ex, and then I'll go back to square one, and then we're just all over the place. We're just all over the place.
It's hard.
Like,
Beautiful, or I felt okay, or I felt fine to like be there. So for me, you know, whenever I get asked like, because I get asked a lot like, even just me and you just then talking about like the bikini stuff. Like people always ask me like, how do you focus on confidence? How do you learn to love yourself? How do you do that? And I'm like all of that, I literally had to build myself. Yeah. Because I didn't have that. Like I didn't have that. I never had that feeling of like. I never had that feeling of inclusivity and like being a part of something. And now that I'm older, you know, it's the one thing that I really kind of mourn over is that I don't have those friendships. I don't have those like true, close, tight bonds.
You know what? Like cavatappi noodles are the best type of pasta. He's like, no, penne. And we just had an argument like the whole time. I was like, first of all, penne is basic.
He said penne.
Exactly.
Penne.
That's what I said.
That's what you make the pasta necklaces out when you're in school.
Exactly. And you want to use that? I was like, oh my god, there's so many more pastas.
He said penne.
Exactly.
I guarantee it was the only name he knew.
Exactly.
He said it.
Exactly. I was literally running down like all the different names of like the just noodles, not even sauces yet. And like,
are you like a proper pasta connoisseur?
I want to get certified.
I love that.
I was like, this girl.
Was it Grateful?
Yes.
It was ballet. It was ballet, and I used to do African. So the company that I was in for that 14 years was called African Cultural Exchange. And it was African dance fused with contemporary. Oh. So I learned, that's where like all of my discipline and like all my, because I have a lot of strength. I'm just not that toned. Yeah. One day I'll get it back.
Like what they wanted me to do point, and I was just like,
nah.
Bitch,
I did that for like 6 months.
Like my thing was I love tap. Yeah, and I love African. Those are like my two like faves.
African is fun. But
it
also,
is. And it's like
about African
no
dances that you get fit, like you feel strong, and like if I really think about it, when I was doing African contemporary, I don't think I ever thought about what I was eating. I was just so fit.
Exactly.
And like strong, you know? But yeah, so ballet gave me my art.
Girl, look at my hair. I didn't even put nothing in it.
You don't have to.
Girl, you feel it? This is like dry. I just cut it.
This is
like a month ago.
Though.
Yeah.
Did you dye the whole thing?
Yep.
Oh
but it's like already growing back. Like it's only been a month.
My mum's hair's exactly the same. My mum would dye her hair blonde, and then within like days it would be like blonde and a little black root.
I'm like, oh no, like I gotta get a touch up already, girl. All right, ready? We're gonna just do a boomerang. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's cute.
That is cute.